You are my sunshine. My only sunshine. It's raining cats and dogs. Oh, no, maybe just cats. She's a snake. Her head is in the clouds. I have an egg on my face. She's up in space. What a turkey. She is on fire. Okay, this week for poetry, we're talking about similes and metaphors. One of our poems is going to be about similes, and one of them is going to be about metaphors. Similes. So similes, it's a figurative language tool that compares two things that aren't really the same. And we use it just to give better descriptions of something. For example, the clouds are like cotton candy. Notice we use the words like or as to compare something. Clouds are not literally cotton candy, but when we say clouds are like cotton candy, that gives us a picture in our mind because we have experiences with clouds and with cotton candy. We imagine that it might be fluffy. So a simile, the most important thing about when you're using similes is that you're using the word like or as to compare them. The clouds are like cotton candy. She's as sweet as ice cream. You're using the words like or as. A metaphor, on the other hand, is a figurative language tool that, again, usually compares two things that aren't really the same. They sound literal, but they're not. For example, she is on fire. When you say she's on fire, you're not, hopefully, not talking about someone literally on fire. You're talking figuratively. We understand through language that she's on fire means, oh man, she's doing awesome. Okay? So metaphors sound literal, but we know that they're figurative. So here's an example of a poem that uses similes. Look for those words as and like. Troy. As fast as a rabbit, loud like a blasting stereo, as silly as a clown, my friend Troy. Okay, so this describes this person's friend Troy by using similes. Look at the first one. As fast as a rabbit. So again, not using that word as. Loud like a blasting stereo, using that word like. So that's how we do a simile poem. It has several similes in it, and it's comparing Troy to things like rabbits and stereos. He's not those things, but we understand that stereos are loud and that rabbits are fast, so it helps us understand him better. Next, we have a metaphor poem. This one's about a type of weather. The clouds were weeping tears of joy. My heart was on fire. Boots were safe shelters for my toes. A waterfall poured over my smiling face. Okay, these things sound literal. Clouds were weeping tears of joy, but we know, because of our experience and our schema, that clouds were not literally weeping. It's figurative. But when I read clouds were weeping tears of joy, I picture in my mind clouds raining, a lot of rain. My heart was on fire. I know that doesn't literally mean my heart was burning with flames. It means I was excited or happy. Boots were safe shelters for my toes, okay? I picture my toes staying dry. A waterfall poured over my smiling face. Again, I'm not picturing a literal waterfall, but I am picturing that water pouring over. So there's a metaphor poem. It just uses metaphors, and this one was centered around rainy weather. So that's similes and metaphors. Remember, the biggest difference between them is similes use the word like and as, where metaphors say more that something is that way. Go to the website and Google Classroom for the assignment.